daily sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to ETN. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Jones has it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Break.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Got it.
And they'll run with ETN. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. Up to the 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Colts at 3 and 7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
19 right. 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
These two teams all tied after one. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the jump. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Richardson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something. I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Ready, quick.
try and throw for it with Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lions.
Again, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They go play action with Lawrence. Past the 20. Flop touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
70 Rangers.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
2nd down, here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion brings us 1 snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Check mash, check mash.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Left wing 19.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There, Richardson back to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
3rd and long for Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Richardson on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Slot man moves right. On third down, Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. He's happy about this play. Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, stop. Hey, shelter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Jacksonville, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.